Hey, I know there was confusion about the lab, so I thought I'd make a quick video, maybe to help out. If you check the lab instructions, I added a picture on how you get your data. But let's talk about what you do once you have it. So here I have all of my position time data, and I've graphed it. Now, I wanted you to graph it by hand. I use Desmos just to make it easier to share with you. The first thing I want you to do with this graph is you're going to draw a line, a straight line, from the very beginning point to the very end point. In other words, from this point to this point. And that's going to give you the average velocity. Now, the slope of that line beginning to end is equal to your average velocity. So we can find it just by finding that slope. To do that, I do the change in position divided by the change in time. In this case, that means going from 0 to 70.2 and from 0 seconds to 1.5 seconds. So there we go. Now is calculator time. I just put this into my calculator and I will get my answer, which in this case is positive 46.8 centimeters per second. But of course, I want you to use your numbers, not mine. Now, the next thing you need to do is find the instantaneous velocity. We're going to find 3 of them. One near the beginning, so I'm going to draw a line connecting 2 dots. One in the middle, draw a line connecting 2 dots. And one near the end, I'm going to draw a line connecting 2 dots. And just as before, by finding the slope of these lines, I can find the velocity at that time. So let's go ahead and just name this one V1. We're going to name this one V2. And this one, finally, V3. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the math for V2, but you're on your own for all 3 using your data. So here we are, we're looking at V2. To find the slope, again, we do the change in position divided by the change in time, the rise over the run, to use math language. And that's for these points here, which means that my change in position is going to be 25 minus 20.3. And my change in time, that's going to be my 0.8 minus 0.7. Now, I like to simplify a little bit before I type into my calculator. So I'm going to go ahead and find out what 25 minus 20.3 is and what 0.8 minus 0.7 is. And we see that we got 4.7 divided by 0.1. Now that, in my calculator, gives me 47 centimeters per second. And I'm going to go ahead and put a positive on that, just to remind us that this is moving forward. All right, there we go. You follow that process with your V3 numbers and with your V1 numbers, then that's what you tell me in your claim. And you're all done with your lab. Thank you. I hope that helped.